don't think I've ever.
It will take this takeaway for a lot of people does take a little bit of time. So we get the old hack motion.
I think like because I've fixed it in ways like you said where I've placed it outside.
Yeah,
I've never.
You can position it. Okay, so you can see here now. When you start trying to turn your torque, if your body wasn't doing this on the way back, you could position the golf club in front of you, no problem at all. But as the body rotation happens, that club now has got inside here now. It's way behind the left wrist now. It starts almost the bow under, and the left arm gets so far across your chest here now. Your body now has sort of stopped moving as the left arm keeps going, and you sort of play catch up. Yeah. So at the top of the backswing, the club shut, your left wrist is bowed. So in some ways, you've almost got to try and get it on the inside and hit up on the ball, because if you did come back over the top now, it would probably go through your left foot. Yeah. So your body now is reacting to that. So as you start unwinding now, the left arm now is still across your chest, your shoulders now unwinding. You're trying to get it back in, a little bit on the steeper side, right foot going forward. You're just on the wrong lane of the car park. Everything has to go forward. Yeah, exactly. Because you got your arm, it's like your arm is around here, you're dragging around the corner, and everything's swinging out to the right.
So much weight gets thrown back that way.
Yeah,
can't not put it down there.
It's almost like imagine a basket when you've got a load of ball and you swing on your head. Yeah, the balls stay in there because they've been pushed out around the circle. Yeah, so if your club is dragging behind and your body's the club now is always going to be going out there. So you end up So when you come through the ball, it's obviously a bit hosier. You can see the chest rotation. But come and look at this one, buddy, where your body now works better. This one here, again, you're rehearsing the move. So that's the movement you're trying to rehearse now with kind of the wrist hinging, okay? As you go back now, this was the better backswing, okay? So the club's going back there. That's good. Anything basically in front of your butt's a good position for me, okay? So you've turned your chest back nicely, okay? The club's in a good spot if we sort of compare these two positions here now. Yeah, I mean, that's chalk and cheese, really. I mean, the arm's in a much better position, okay? Now you're just going to keep getting depth as your body rotates. So you've still got loads of depth. Look at the difference in that club face. There's your left arm. It's a little bit less strong, which is great, okay? As you then come back to the ball, because you've turned your body back, as you start coming back down, hang on, where's forearm, where's club shaft? Pretty good, yeah? Right foot is a lot less active. He's not trying to sling the club back round. As you come back into impact now, not massively, no, not at all, no. As you come back in the golf ball here now, right on the right lane, I think. Now your right foot starts moving, and the club then finishes like that, down the middle. And that looks so much. Look at the balance in that finish. And this went 182 compared to around there. Oh, well, how'd you exactly? Yeah, the club's so shut, it's just going over there somewhere. So you basically got one of those two, and you're almost relying on a sort of like a semi-half heely shank that might sort of send over there somewhere that might kind of work. But
yeah, I did find risky, that I either get a big one of those, I put the term on it, or it's cut that way because it's off the heel, or it's so over the top it's just dead.
Exactly, So I think most of your an ideal is I want to see you finishing with some shots here somewhere, and you learn to control the face, so you go from here, boom. And just basically some shots there, okay, where your body's not doing a lot on the way down. This, even though you're looking at this is you not moving your body. Not trying to move the body. You're not trying to unwind, but your shoulder's working underneath your chin there. Your shoulder angle there's nice as you come back to the golf ball. Everything now working down the right lane rather than being chucked over because you've dragged your arm behind you too much, So get that take. It's going to be, I think this takeaway is always going to be something. It's almost like, I think, if you ever look at the old advert from years ago with the old sensitive toothpaste, when the guy goes, oh yeah, sensitive toothpaste, and I started using the Sensodyne, and it went, and I went back to the dentist after like 6 months, and I stopped using it, and now it's come back. This takeaway for you is going to be something you're almost going to have to keep, I guess, MOTing, every month. Do like an hour practice, or 2 half-an-hour practice, or whatever you want to do, 320, just in your house there, sort of 2 or 3 times, just getting the feel of that takeaway, just doing this. But it means putting the stick on your leg there, getting that leg going down, the shaft going down when you swing back with the drag and the alignment stick on your left leg. But doing this, when you're doing it, you've got to make sure you are turning your body. You can position that club in an absolute perfect position without turning by just dragging your arms there. The problem is then when you add rotation at the golf swing, the rotation now is bound to come in, and the club now ends up over here. And once you're stuck in that position, it is just, I mean, It's so. I mean, if I said to you now, just chip a golf ball 50, you'd miss the ball.
Yeah, so actually, like where my short one, where I stand slightly open, and I go and I hinge up along my foot line,
exactly.
They're pure attack.
Yeah, exactly. But obviously, a fuller swing, you're just going to get a bit more rotation and depth in that. I think the interesting as well, sometimes when you try to hit that sort of punchier shot, you do aim a little bit open, which I don't think is a bad thing for you sometimes, rather than trying to shut things off to try and stop spinning out.
When I stand open, like if that was square, when I get a bit open, I find it makes me like point at the floor and swing up my foot line a little bit.
Yeah. And so that finished position, it's giving you space. You need space for your arms to swing. That's the problem. What ends up happening is your right side doesn't get out of the way, your left arm drags behind, and then your right hip now, because it has to unwind, is just blocking off, and your poor arms are trying to get back in front of your chest. If your club is that strong, like I say, DJS style, the only way you can hit a golf ball square now is if your arms get so far back in front of your chest, your frail elbow's got to get back.
I just naturally don't do that.
Exactly, mate. There's very few golfers on this planet who can do that, mate, so you're in good company. So does that make sense, everybody? Yeah?
It does.
Good.
I just need something.
You've got to find a feel for that backswing. That's the key thing, yeah?